welcome back to Zolonka. And if you watched the end of the last video, then you will recognize that skyline and the point in the game where we're at. If you didn't watch all the way to the end of the last video, why not? I record all the way to the end just so you can see it. Anyway, what do we have available to do today? Well, we have some contracting we can do. The sales are not looking any better, so that's not a thing to particularly worry about. We should do a quick peek of the animals. They have water, they have plenty of food, so they're okay. Let's do a quick check on the greenhouse. That's got a reasonable amount of water. We should do a check on time-saving stock check. So the goat milk, we could hold on to that. It's not maximum value yet, so there's a bit of room to go there. We're keeping the hay, the lettuce. I'm going to wait until we've got a bit more before we worry about selling that. The sorghum is actually up there, so we should think about selling that. And really, to do that, we need a trailer, and we've only got 9 grand in the bank. So we go into the store and have a look. We want a reasonable trailer. We have quite a small tractor. We've only got that little dude. So we can't go anything too crazy. So I'm kind of wondering if actually whether we might need a dolly trailer, because we probably can't put something like that on the back. I think that'd be too big. So we're probably looking at something like either the dollied version of the Rudolph at 32 or the Farm Tech at 40. Now I think the Farm Tech is probably a good bet because it can be everything. And we get the added fun of you guys get to see me maneuver a dolly trailer, which is fun for all of the family. So I think that's our goal, but we need 40 grand for that. So we could do with about 30 grand's worth of contracts, really. While I'm rabbiting away, I'm going to slow the clock down so I can ramble without pressure. Now, there's obviously the good old log transporting contracts. Actually, that is a good one. We might grab that because I can probably knock that out fairly quickly. Although we've got to drive all the way across the map, so that might be a bit of a faff. What I think we should be looking at doing is maybe some cultivating contracts. And what I think we do is we take this jobby, which gets us a big cultivator. And how big's that cultivator? I don't recognize that. Let's go into the store. Cultivator. So that's a 5.6 or a 7.5. No, we'll do what we were thinking of. So we'll take those two. We're going to borrow the kit off of that one. So we'll yep. So we'll borrow that. We'll accept that one. Yes. Field 58. Where is field 58 in relation? Actually, that's right next to the store. So let's do that one as well. We'll knock that one out fairly quickly. And then we might pick up some ploughing contracts as well. But regulars will know I love me a 2-track. So, very nice tractor. Very happy. Decent sized cultivator. So it shouldn't be too painful to get this done. You may have noticed, you may not have noticed, no controller today. I am on the road and it's end of a long work day, and I just didn't fancy the mental challenge of messing with a controller this evening. I'm sat at a desk in a hotel room. It's not really ergonomically suited to using a controller particularly. So, yeah. But it's as much. My brain just doesn't fancy messing about with a controller today. What we're going to do is, because we're in a fancy modern tractor, we're going to go full modern tractor mode. Actually, 2 headlands might be sensible. Okay, that perfectly placed. And I mean, this is a super small contract, but we'll knock this one out pretty quick, and then we'll get into some of the others. I don't know how many we'll get done in a day, but get done what we get done. That's the idea with running the clock fast. It puts a little bit of time pressure on me to actually not basically stagnate in a month or a year or whatever. So yeah, that's why I do that. That's why I do that. So, sorry if it bores you that I kind of go on about that, but I do know some, and I'm not saying that it's wrong when the different creators do this differently. Some of them play always on a fixed clock. Some play on a variable clock. Some barely even acknowledge the clock exists, and it's yeah, it just is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Something awesome that happened. So it's Monday, as I said. I didn't acknowledge it in the last video. Maybe I did. So fixed crop prices updated for console release, and Giants, thank you Giants. I did mention this. Giants did it over the weekend, because it was really a no change update. Just needed testing for console and releasing, and it meant it spent the whole weekend on the top of the Mod Hub page, and boy has it got some downloads. Yeah, it's doing really rather well. So thank you to everyone that's downloaded it. Thank you to everyone that's rated it as well. Really appreciate it. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to see to see people appreciating it. Yeah, it's cool. It is cool. Also, thank you to Scooter of Scooter's Workbench for the suggestion on how to sort out the mini VGA. I might have a play with resurrecting that. If someone doesn't beat me to it first, it's entirely possible someone will release it before I do, and if they do, c'est la vie. I have plans for an alternative, so don't worry. Don't worry, folks. But yeah, I did install Giants Editor 10 at the weekend, and I was playing with it, but I wasn't really working super hard on trying to get stuff going, and I might take it away with me when I go on holiday. I know it's super relaxing, huh? Playing modding. I might take it away with me when I go on holiday. I'll be taking the laptop with me, so. And if you're sat there thinking, well, that doesn't sound very relaxing, and if you don't know, I have a disabled and chronically ill wife, and so sometimes, even though we're on holiday, she will need a day to sleep and recharge, and I may as well have my laptop with me so I can do things that I enjoy, like play video games or whatever. So, yeah. That's why I take the computer with me, and also we use it for watching stuff on the telly and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm not going to be making content necessarily, but I'll still be playing the games that I enjoy. One of them is Farming Simulator. So there's every probability that I'll be doing prep for videos as well, you know. Because, might shock you, I enjoy that stuff. The reason that I make videos full of spreadsheets is not because I think they'll get lots of views, it's because I enjoy making them. And they interest me. It just so happens that a bunch of you also enjoy videos with spreadsheets in them. Some of you don't, that's fine, but some of you do. And that's what some of you are here. Excuse me. That was dinner repeating on me. I do think, and I'm not changing. I have a somewhat different style to a lot of people that make content on what I've seen anyway. And it's just, I'm just me, you know. I play the video game that I enjoy, and I just be me. And that means I'll talk about the game, I'll talk about life stuff, I'll talk about all sorts of random things. And if you're here for that, awesome. A bunch of you are, and that's great. And if you're not, then, you know, if you don't enjoy it, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I am old enough and mature enough that I do not care if you do not enjoy what I make. It's not a popularity contest for me. And that's quite nice, you know. It's quite nice. That, you know, I do make the odd video thinking, oh, that'll probably get a lot of views. But equally, if it doesn't interest me, probably won't make it. So all of the videos I make are videos that I make because they interest me. It's the same as I'm playing this way because it's a style of gameplay that interests me. On a map that I was interested in playing. All of the data, like the data-driven videos that I do, it's because it interests me. And yeah, I had someone comment on it was on a Timberborn video, but it equally applies. And I'll come back to the point that's bubbling in my brain. About how I was doing something that I'd already done again, and it's like, yeah, well, if you don't like it, don't watch. And I kind of have that mentality that I make videos because I enjoy making them. Really lucky that a bunch of you enjoy watching them, and but I make them because I have fun. And one of the things that's been really cool lately, and I don't know if it's because I've changed how I make videos and I've eliminated one of the problems, but it's been really nice to not have the fix your voice comments, all that kind of stuff. With the influx of new viewers, I was expecting a wave of that. And so it's been really nice to not have that this time. It really has. So which contract has got the least equipment? So we're going to do 93 first. And, you know, some of you say, oh, don't worry about the comments, all that kind of stuff. Largely, I don't. I'm not changing because I am me, as I said. And I've not had them this time around with FS25, which has been kind of cool. I had a lot of with FS22 stuff. When I would get an influx of new viewers, I would get comments about how I sounded in videos. Again, no, you don't need to defend me. Any of that stuff. I sound how I sound. I know how I sound. And I've changed some things because some of them were driven by how I was making videos, and I've changed some of that. And the equipment I was using to record on, and I've changed some of that. Bit of a pain, but anyway. And we continue to evolve that thanks to people watching and YouTube AdSense revenue and patrons and YouTube channel members who are awesome. But yeah, it's been really cool actually with the new audience for FS25. Regulars, you guys are cool. I'm just saying that every time in the last year or so, when I've had an influx of new people, I've ended up blocking a bunch of them because of comments about my voice. And it's been really good not to have that. So yeah, thank you guys. You're getting a thumbs up, by the way, which you can't see. I don't know, I'm looking at OBS giving you a thumbs up. Yeah, I know. Anyhow. So yeah, where are we? We're in Zolonka. Giant Editor 10 has released, and this is not going to be a rant really, but in fact, even before Giants Editor 10 had released, the number of people, where can I get maps? When are we going to get maps? How are we going to get maps? And it's just like, just give people a chance to at least get the tools to make maps, and then give them a chance to actually work on doing maps. You know, it's like this stuff takes time, and then they've got to submit them to Giants, and probably because maps are complicated, when they submit maps for FS25, they'll probably get bounced a time or two. So it might be a little one. It might be a little one. Might not be. I might be wrong. But yeah, it's just like the number of people say, I need. That is usually, which makes me, it always makes me a little bit sad. It's always, I need a UK map. Why? I get that not everyone likes Giants maps, but the Giants maps this time aren't that bad. And why do you need a UK map? Why can't you just play on another map that's not the UK? At least for a little while we wait for modders to do that magical stuff. You know? No one really knows when we're going to get these maps, and asking on a random Facebook group where you're going to get a bunch of people who have no freaking clue, because, you know, you're not going to get an actual map maker replying, probably going, well, yeah, do you know what, I've just submitted mine to ModHub, and I know the Giants are going to test it tomorrow, and that means I know it's going to release in 3 days' time, because they don't know that, even if they did reply. So, yeah. This is why you don't go on Facebook. But I have a platform to rant, so it's fine. And this one's not a rant. This one's more of a, I guess, an information piece. I posted about guaranteed crop prices releasing on console. And someone commented, well, surely this means that all of the other mods, and named some script mods that use scripts, should release on console as well. No, because Guaranteed Crop Prices doesn't use any scripts. It's in a similar vein to the way all of Yoss's script, also a lot of Yoss's mods work. There's no lure, and that's why they're on all platforms. Just because a mod that just because a mod releases on all platforms, it doesn't mean other mods can. The reason that script mods aren't on console is because of console manufacturers. Not because of anything else. It's not because modders don't want you to have script mods. It's not because Giants don't want you to have script mods. Because Sony and Microsoft are evil. Am I still here? Can you still hear me? Cool. Yeah. It's because they didn't say Google are evil. I'm joking. I'm still here. I hope. Yeah. Anywho, that's enough whinging, isn't it? It's enough whinging. As I said in the last video, I don't think I've said it in this video yet, but we're getting close to the end of the week with this video. I am on holiday next week from the weekend. This could be one of the last farm sim videos before I go on holiday. My hope, and as I've said, I'm recording this on Monday evening, so I'm a bit ahead. My hope is that I can have a few videos to sprinkle through the week next week, but I won't be recording while I'm traveling, while I'm on holiday. I'm not doing it. Taking a break. I'm not feeling too bad tonight, but by the end of most weeks, I have been exhausted lately. Because I'm working through some stuff in real life that is mentally quite taxing, and by the time I get to Friday, I'm ready for a break for the weekend, and the last couple of weeks I've taken most of the weekend off from making videos. I think I've usually made one on a Sunday or one or two on a Sunday afternoon. I actually thought about taking all of this weekend off from making videos, but because I wanted to get ahead for the holiday week, I didn't. I've made some on Sunday. But yeah, when we go away, I'm not going to be making videos. I'm going to take the laptop, but there won't be any audio recording equipment with me. So just because it's kind of, that's the best way to make sure that I take a break. Yeah, so there'll be a bit of a gap, and don't know when they'll restart after the bit of a gap. But okay, I'll probably be lurking and loitering on Discord and all that kind of thing. So, who knows? Who knows? The plan when I get back. So I've started recording a. Well, it's either going to be a really long video or a bit of a mini series. I probably won't get that finished before I go away. It's going to be quite long. That's what she said. That's what she said. No, she didn't. She really didn't, did she? We know. We know she didn't think that or say that. But yeah, I'm probably going to. I'll probably play some of that while I'm away because there's some repetitive tasks in there to get done. But I'll probably finish that when I get back. We're going to be carrying on with this, obviously. But I'm going to be bringing back the FS22 Terra Life series because that'll be fun. So we'll be mixing a bit of FS22 in with FS25. If you don't want to watch those videos, you're just here for FS25, that's absolutely fine. Just don't watch them. That's how it works. You don't have to watch everything that I release. It's cool. But equally, there are a bunch of you that do enjoy Terra Life still. I know a bunch of you that are playing FS22 Terra Life still. So, and I want to play it because I didn't really get to play it that much yet. So, yeah. And we'll carry on with doing the Can You Make Money videos and all the other random ones that jump into my head. And I think I've still got a list of some videos that I want to make. So I might try and squeeze recording some of those in before I go away because some of the tutorial type videos are quite quick to make. I actually got another one. I actually got one recorded. I need to remember to edit before I go. So that gets me at least one video for the weekend, which is brilliant. So up down row time, I guess. I'm a bit disorganized with my recording at the moment. Normally, although I don't publish it, I normally run a schedule for my information because once things are more settled, I usually have a plan in my head of I'll make so many beaver videos because, you know, some people like a bit of moist beaver in the morning. And I'll do let's play videos on these days and I'll do tutorials on these days. I don't always publish it because it changes quite frequently as I do things. But because everything's quite dynamic with FS25 coming out and I'm making videos a bit more randomly, I haven't even got that in my head. I say in my head, it's usually a sticky note, a digital sticky note on my laptop. But that's not normally a problem because normally I record a video, edit it, upload it, release it. But because I'm getting a few videos banked, I have got a video recorded that I haven't edited yet. And I need to get that edited and uploaded because that will be a good one to bank for next week. So, yeah. Be nice to have a tutorial to one or two of these videos and we'll be good, I think. And again, I know some of you will be sitting there going, just don't worry about it, just take your holiday. But it's good for my brain because the analytics drop away badly. it's better for the consistency of the channel to have some level of consistent content. And I've had a lot of breaks this year. So with the things in the real world, mainly with issues with losing the 2 dogs not that long ago, and taking time out around that. God, it still really gets me, that. But it really upsets both of us still, actually, losing the 2 greyhounds. It's going to be very weird going away with 2 dogs, not 4 dogs. Obviously, logistically, it's much easier, but I think it's going to be a big shock to both of us when it comes to traveling with just 2 normal-sized dogs, not 2 normal-sized dogs and 2 gigantic-sized dogs. Because our greyhounds were huge. I know greyhounds are not all huge, but our greyhounds were huge. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a weird experience going away with just the 2 dogs. God, I've done a lot of rambling today. What time is it? Wow. Anywho, I'm going to get these 2 contracts finished up. It's snowing as well. At least the storm's gone. Apparently a lot of you do name your storms, which is kind of cool. I'm learning a lot as I ramble about random stuff. I've learned that a lot of you name your storms. Some of you name your storms things that I'm not going to say today. I've learned that indeed we do get twisters in the UK, and sometimes they do a bit of damage, which is interesting. And I've learned that I'm really bad at stopping when I say I'm going to take a break to get some stuff done. But that's fine, because the longer I ramble, the easier the edit is. And the key is in the easy edit. The key is in the easy edit. And, yeah. I'm kind of... So, again, another random topic. If you're new here, you might not know that I didn't used to record videos this way. I used to record the gameplay, similar pacing of the video, because a lot of you have said you like the fact that I do kind of relatively slow-paced gameplay. I don't do time-lapsey, music-y things, which I used to do, but I don't anymore because I didn't enjoy watching them. But what I used to do is I would record gameplay and edit that into a video of a reasonable length, 20 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes. And then I would record this bit, the rambling away to you guys over the top separately. And that used to work much better for how life worked back then. And it fit quite well with things. It does let me get more work done in a video, and that's why I've changed how I run the clock in the videos. That's part of the origin of going 2x10. It forces game progress within an amount of time, and it means while I'm recording like this, I can achieve a day's worth of time in an amount of time which is sensible. But it does make editing a darn sight easier, especially when I ramble for a half an hour solid, because that'll be most of the video. And as I was saying earlier, I think there's only so much YouTube you can watch, and when you spend a lot of hours in a day making farm sim content, it's quite nice to not do farm sim content. So I do watch some people. Been enjoying watching Kartek's $5 million debt challenge, if only to take the pee out of him for doing dumb stuff. You should go watch his videos, they're fun. And a bunch of you do, because we share similar viewers. And I occasionally jump into other people's videos, mostly tutorial stuff that grabs my attention at the moment. To be honest, there's only so many Hutan Pantai, Riverbend Springs, let's play videos you can watch where everyone's doing mostly the same thing. That's why I'm on Zalonka, to be honest. Yeah, I like watching the Argsy's Wednesday morning stream because I'm usually working at home. So I'll usually tune into that and watch a bit of Argsy on a Wednesday morning, even if I'm just lurking in the background and listening and not necessarily chatting. Yeah, but that's most of the FS content that I will watch, as I've said before. Anywho, I am now going to go and finish these 2 contracts. Wow, that snow is really falling. I wonder if we're going to get some settling snow. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. But we're getting through this. We should claim this contract, shouldn't we? Are there then any other cultivating contracts? There are not. So I'm curious, and actually it would work, if we took the wood transporting contract and then the deadwood contract, took the logs from here up to there, kept the logging trailer, did the deadwood contract, loaded the logs up onto the logging trailer and sold it, and see what we made out of doing that. I think that'd be an interesting test. And we can do it for free, which is also interesting because we don't have to pay for any of the kit. So when we finish these 2 contracts, we're looking at 7, and then that's what, 6.5. So 13,500. So we're going to be up at 23,000. We could do with a bit more to be able to buy the trailer. You could do with a bit more to be able to buy the trailer. I mean, the alternative is we just lease a trailer for now. And if I look at time saving stock check, we do want it. Do we want it for other stuff? And really, I guess for selling the things like the let-eye and the goat's milk and the wool, a smaller trailer might be better. I'm not doing a very good job of ending this, am I? No, you're really not. You're really not. I'm actually wondering about jumping in the store once we get on a long run, because they're pretty long runs. And what I'm pondering, and we really could do with buying a trailer, but I just don't like the idea of spending 40 grand on it. What I'm wondering is, that wasn't what I wanted to look at. That wasn't what I wanted to look at. So it might be under miscellaneous. That guy's 9 grand. Yeah, that guy's 9 grand. Holds. And that's 10 grand. Holds 6. Let's call it 6,000 litres, which is not great. But would be a good size for hauling everything else. If we go into time saving stock check, we could sell our soybeans with that. I mean, we'd just have to do like 3 trips with the sorghum. So much cheaper. And did I managed to mess up OBS when that random jump happened. I'm wondering if then we could buy something to help us get around the map to do selling. But that feels like a bit of a waste at this point, actually. Because I was thinking about like maybe like a pickup truck, but a pickup truck at this point does feel like a big waste of money. I really don't know. I really don't know. I do know I didn't want to be recording this late. And I'd say it's not late. I just fancy. I wanted to have a bit of time to decompress. I also want to finish making this video now, so what about if we have a look at... No, you must be under trucks in that case. Ooh, 67 grand. It's a bit spendy. It's a bit spendy. You don't really have a back that I want. 45 grand. 3.5. 7.5. Now, that might be a better option. For 45 grand, we get a bale trailer. So for 49, we get that. Holds 7,500 litres. And it has an engine. Rather than 36 grand on just a trailer. It gives us a second vehicle. And with all like the harvesting contracts we were doing at that point in the year, I think that's a better buy. I think that's a better buy. We can have it configured a lot of the time as a bale trailer to do selling of like the goat's milk and the wool and the lettuces. And I think that's a better buy. I've got to admit. Just wondering if we finish this contract, because I kind of need to do that. Borrow the money to buy that truck. Sell the sorghum. I think that'll get us back to a relatively neutral state. But we'll have a truck. That's a tree. Pretty sure that tree wouldn't have won over the tractor, but you know, physics. Come on. Kind of like that idea. I don't think there's anything fresh in the sales. Well, there's a set of butterfly mowers. There's a set of butterfly mowers. We don't need those. We don't need those. We don't have a lot of land to mow, and we don't have proper baling contracts. So, yeah. I think what I'm going to say is we're going to finish this contract up for today. And I'm going to let you guys possibly decide. I might have recorded the next, I might record the next video before you get to see this, so I might not let you decide. But I'm going to ponder whether we buy that truck or not. I think what I'll do in the next video, and any reason I had wanted to do a full day in this one, but I'm a bit worn out. So as I say, this is real life. This is real me. I am a real person. I'm an actual human being. I know, it's a shock. What I'm thinking is in the next video we might have a bit of a, wow, that snow is really coming down. We might have a bit of a play with those two forestry contracts. See if we can combine them into some sort of nice profitability. Get the sorghum sold, because I do want to do the pigs. So by the time you're seeing this video, the Can You Make Money from Pigs video should have come out, and you should now understand why I'm thinking about doing pigs. Assuming I got my maths right in that video. There's had to be a couple of corrections in some recently, so I'm hoping I got my maths right. I think I did. I think I did. And it looks like we can make a reasonable return on a bit of investment in a piggery over, you know, it's going to take us a year or so to get that money back. But that feels like quite a quick turnaround. So, yeah, that seems sensible to me. Probably I will go for the more expensive option because that gave a quicker return. It's going to give us a bigger return. And that means that if at that point we are looking at moving to a modded map, we've got a bit more cash to take with us. So, yeah. Realistically, if we do that, we're going to be having to be buying pig food. So having something like the truck, which can be a flatbed, would be useful for going to pick that up. So, yeah. Although equally having a flatbed trailer that we can do that with the tractor would work as well. So, I'm at a decision paralysis point, which means I should probably stop recording. Anyway, I am going to take a break to get this finished, and I'll be back when we're done. Well, we are pretty much done with this contract. The snow has stopped. No snow settled. How disappointing. We've just got the stupid bugs flying through the air. I hope that's one of the things Giants dialed down when they do the update. They might have done the update by the time you see this video, because it is for a rare chance in FS25, a video that I am recording a few days ahead of time, as I've said. So yeah, we'll get this one finished. We'll get some cash raised. There is another cultivating contract that's cropped up. See what I did there? It's quite small though, and it's right up the other side of the map, so it's not really worth picking up, I don't think. Yeah, it's the far end of the map, so I'm not too fussed about doing that. Probably what it's worth us doing is maybe doing a little bit of maintenance on the farm, making sure that the greenhouse is stocked with water, check on the animals, that kind of thing before we call it a day, because I am a little bit worried about the greenhouse in particular. We'll get on this last run. Should have lifted the old cultivator up, shouldn't I? Oh well. And yeah, they're okay for water, but I'm not so sure about the greenhouse. Oh, that's okay for water as well. Okay. So we're not in too bad of a position, actually. We're not in too bad of a position. There's so much things. Wow. English good me at. Yes. So many things that I would like to do, or so much that I would like to do, but we are limited by the rate we can progress at. So it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. We can only go so fast. I am going to have a look at where we could place the piggery, pigsty, pig pen, building for pigs. So we'll finish this field up, which is going to happen any moment now. Come on. That one's got a nice strip of shame in it. Well, it's not really a strip of shame. It's a strip of Giants don't let you finish the field, which I think was such a weird choice. So those are done. And seeing as the farmer doesn't even want us to finish cultivating the field, I'm assuming he doesn't want us to take his tractor back either. So collect both of those. That's generated us a nice bit of cash. It's now got weeds in it, even though we've just spent time cultivating it for him. Oh well. And we're going to jump back. We can't tab into our tractor. It's an annoying little bug that exists. Visit. Thank you. And what we're going to do is have a look at pigs. This is the building that I'm thinking of placing. It's not huge. It's not huge. We do need access to the front to feed the pigs. So, we might need to do a bit of landscaping before we place it, maybe. Maybe we change things around a bit and stick it somewhere there. I'm not sure. Not sure. How much is that field? That field is £78,000. What we could do is take a little bit of that field, take the bottom of it, put the pig pen in there, and then I would quite like to place one of these sheds. We could maybe place one of those like that, something like that, and then we'd have that whole field to grow crops in, which would be good. Yeah. Anyway, let's go do a water run, because we've got a little bit of time left in the day. A couple of pallets of Leti now. Awesome. So yeah, we do need a trailer that lets us do everything, and that's why I'm thinking that little truck would be useful, because it lets us do everything. And it might even let us tow like the water trailer, and it's probably going to be quicker than the tractor. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Still thinking that. But I'm not going to decide today, obviously, because you can tell I'm really struggling with making the decision. It's like it's some sort of big life commitment, isn't it? It's just some digital, some pixels in a farming game, but oh well. Them's important because I love the way the water moves. That is something Giants did well. That is something Giants did very well. Yeah, good job. Good job. There's so much stuff we need to buy. And so much stuff we need to buy. And to be honest, I'm having a lot of fun just messing around doing contracts and stuff. But the progress feels quite slow. But, yeah. It is what it is. The tractor looks good wet. Get it a little bit damp, and it does help, doesn't it? Right, let's chuck this in. Let's top the sheep up first, and the goats. So we've got. We might need to liberate some of those pallets as well. Let's back that in there. Go. Just because they really don't take very much water, we might as well fill both up. Well, fill one up and top the other up. And that will be it for today. So thank you to the patrons in the YouTube channel. We really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. If you're interested in either of those, there are links below. Assuming I am somewhat organized, patrons get early access to videos, usually about a day early, sometimes a few hours early. So it depends how organized I am. So yeah, if you want to help support me do things betterer, then there are links below, because I do pretty much the vast majority of the money that I make from doing this gets reinvested into the things that I use to do this. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, click the like button. Any comments, questions or suggestions, stick them below, and I'll see you next time, folks. Bye.